Earth 2 Mastery. And what are we doing tonight? The same thing we do every night. Try to take over the world. Grab your coffee because you're not going to want to miss any of this one. I've got 5 reasons why Earth 2 businesses will be more valuable than real world businesses. So first things first, I've got my discount code in the description down below. It gives you a 5% discount on newly purchased tiles. Please consider using it. It's how I do my land giveaway each day. And I do have a winner for the land giveaway today. It'll be announced at the end of the video, so stick around to see who won. We give away some land on our new Stronghold Island for Masters United. So if you want to be part of our guild, the link to the Discord and the islands where you can purchase tiles to join is in the description. Okay, guys, very excited about this. I've mentioned bits and pieces of it before, but I wanted to get it all into one video so that people that stumble upon it can see the immense value that we potentially have here with our Earth 2 multiplayer metaverse game, right? So I still have a lot of people saying it's silly to be buying virtual land, that digital assets aren't worth anything. Well, I beg to differ. Nowadays, stocks, currency, cryptocurrency, they're all digital assets, and we can trade them for things that we need. So they absolutely have value. Now, they only have value because the people that are using them believe that they have value. But I'm using this game and I believe it has value. So I guess that lends value, at least to me. Okay, so what I've got here is reason number 1 why I think the Earth 2 businesses will be more valuable than real life businesses. And what we've got here is, I believe this is the top 13 because that's just what fit on the page, of the rankings of companies by market capitalization in billions of US dollars. Okay, so number 1 is the Saudi Arabian oil company. Well, oil runs the world right now. So that's why that's number 1. But look at the next 6 companies. You've got Microsoft. What is that? Oh, that's all about computers and getting online. You've got Apple. What is that about? Oh, that's mostly about computers and phones and getting online. What do you have here? Amazon. Oh, what do you know? An online marketplace. Alphabet. Well, we know that mostly as Google and YouTube. It exists in the cyberspace like the others. Facebook. Oh, a social network that's online. Alibaba, well, that connects buyers around the world to goods in China online. So what you've got is 6 out of the top 10 businesses in the world are all existing in cyberspace. So already businesses online have eclipsed, absolutely eclipsed businesses in the real world. But think about one of the other biggest businesses in the world. You got Tesla, right? One of the most valuable businesses. Well, guess what? The reason why that business is so valuable is because of Elon Musk and his online presence and his online followers. So that even really has a lot to do with online presence. And what you've got with Earth 2 is going to be the metaverse. It's online, it's virtual, it's very similar to the internet. It's just one step advanced, maybe multiple steps advanced by the time we get there. Okay, number 2, I wanted to pull up here, what is the metaverse? Let me move myself out of the way. It says the metaverse is a collective virtual shared space created by the convergence of virtually enhanced physical reality and physically persistent virtual space, including the sum of all virtual worlds, augmented reality, and the internet. Okay, so very exciting. What we have here is the very beginnings of the actual metaverse convergence, right? Earth 2 is it's online already, so that's one component. It's a virtual space, so that's another component. And it's going to be all these collective spaces around the virtual world that we are building, which is the third component. So the metaverse is coming, and it is going to be gigantic because it absolutely is the advancement past the internet. So 25, 30 years ago, people would have told you that you were a joker if you thought that the internet was going to eclipse real brick and mortar businesses, right? They probably didn't even know what the term brick and mortar meant at that time because the internet hadn't come along to make us question what a real business was. The metaverse, I believe the metaverse in 20 years is going to be the internet of today. So the way that the internet has taken over most people's lives, it's taken over most businesses. It's improved businesses. It's made them more profitable. It has made them more accessible. And that is what this is going to do. And it's going to do it tenfold, just like the internet did to real businesses. Okay, so that brings me to the third point as to why the Earth 2 businesses are going to be more valuable than real businesses. And I mentioned it right in that last comment. That's accessibility, right? So let's say I open myself I think Randy Chavez was talking the other day about a bar, and somebody in his questions had asked if they could film what was at the bar and put it in this world. I don't think you're going to need to, because I think that whatever you're doing can exist in this world, right? So if you want to have a concert, you're just going to have it at a venue in Earth 2. I think I might have mentioned before, I play Fortnite, and on Fortnite, they have live events. They had Marshmello in there. They had a couple other concerts, which I didn't know the people, so I can't name them off the top of my head because I've forgotten them already. But there were millions and millions of people show up to these events, and that's just on a computer screen or on your Switch or on whatever device you're playing on. It's not even immersive. It's not even like you're in the real world, and still millions of people showed up. Do you know how profitable those events were? The way that they made money is they sold the outfits so that people's avatars could look like the people that did the concerts, or they sold special dances or whatever. So they didn't even have to charge people to go there, and they still made millions of dollars off of those events. And I believe that's how it's going to be in Earth 2. You're going to be able to sell accessories surrounding your events. You could charge to get people in there, or you could just get people in there for advertising revenue, or you could get people in there in order to buy outfits for their avatar or souvenirs, basically, to say, here I was at this event because it was a live event and it's not happening again. So I believe that you're going to be able to have that accessibility where now, instead of having a room where you can have 500 people, you can have 50,000 people there, and they don't crowd into each other, and you don't have to worry about the fire marshal telling you got too many people, and you don't have to worry about the logistics of them traveling all around the world. They're just going to be able to get right into your event real time, and there's just immense value there. Number four reason why Earth 2 businesses are going to be more valuable than real world businesses is scalability. Okay, do you know how hard it is to scale? Like, you got to do hiring, you got to find new places to locate your business. Let's say you have a fast food restaurant. Well, it's going to take you years to expand because you have one fast food restaurant you're trying to run. You're trying to hire and do purchasing and marketing for that one business. Now, in your spare time, you have to go out and you have to find a new location. You have to build it into the location that you want, which is extremely expensive. You have to find people to manage that project. Once it's complete, you have to market to get new people there. You have to hire people to run that place. And now you're splitting your time between two places. And then for number 3, it's even more of that. Maybe by the time you get 4, 5, 6 locations, you can hire a manager for those, and then you can try to expand further than that. But it's just a very slow, expensive, tedious process. Here, let's say you have a fast food place online. Maybe you can just copy it and upload it to one of your other properties. And now whatever foot traffic exists in that place, you're going to be able to expose to your business. And then you can even have the same recognition that you have in real life, where if you go to a McDonald's in California and you go to a McDonald's in Ohio, you pretty much expect the same thing. Well, it might be that way in the game with your business when they say, oh, look at all of these mega cities. They all have this one fast food place, or this one clothing store, or this one donut shop, or whatever it is that you're running in the game. You're going to be everywhere, and it's going to be infinitely scalable, because it's easy to just duplicate. Plus, you're probably going to be able to have NPC citizens or characters that are running your business for you, and it's all automated. So duplicating the process isn't going to be an issue. Finding new locations is as easy as scrolling around on your computer screen and buying a new tile. It's just so much more scalable. And then also, this kind of goes with the scalability, but it's a little bit different, and that's maneuverability. So if you have one business and it's not working out for you, in the real world, you still have debts that are associated with it. You still have employees that are there with it. You have to dissolve the company. It can become a big hassle, very costly, very time consuming, just getting rid of a business that you already have. In the game here, you're probably going to be able to just wipe it and start a new one within the same hour. So if you have well, let's go back to the example that we had before. If you have a fast food franchise and people aren't really purchasing it, people aren't interested in it, people stop coming to it, boom, you wipe it out. And now all of a sudden you have nightclubs with DJs playing in there for people to come and dance their little avatars away. Okay, so it's going to be very maneuverable. So the 5 reasons why I think that they're going to be better businesses on Earth 2 than there are in the real world was because it's the new version of the internet. It's more advanced than the internet. It's going to be more fun and even more convenient than the internet, probably once everybody's spending all their time in there. It's going to be totally immersive, which means that you're going to be able to enjoy your time in there more than you are just sitting at a computer and typing or scrolling around. It's more accessible because everybody in the world can visit your business without having to actually get where you are. It's totally scalable because all you have to do is copy and paste and things will be automated. And it's more maneuverable because you're not dealing with real world issues. You could just wipe them out and start again. So I think those are reasons why I believe that this digital space could actually be more valuable, especially to us early adopters, than it is to start businesses in the real world. Okay, so those are my thoughts on that. And today, the person that won our land giveaway was MS Fishing. MS Fishing username. Get with me if you're on the Discord, private message me there, or you can message me through the Facebook group listed down below in Facebook Messenger. Just find me there and message me so that I can get you over to the link for that land and you can bid a penny so that you can join our guild if you haven't already. And that's it. So guys, please use my code if you're going to purchase new tiles. But if you're looking in the marketplace, make sure that you are getting a bigger discount than you could get if you purchase the tiles new. Also, make sure that you, one thing I did want to mention to everybody is to make sure that you're getting a good shape of tiles, because think about building a building on it. If you get a line or an S shape of tiles or something, it might be nice because you'll get a little bit of land income tax in the meantime. Maybe you'll get resources spawning there that you can pick up, but it might be kind of hard to put buildings on. So some of the mistakes that I've made in the past is buying oddly shaped tile patterns just so that I could stay on the coastline or something like that. But I feel like that's not going to be as valuable as symmetrical shapes in the future because those are going to be easier to build on. Okay, great guys. I'll see you tomorrow.